As you can tell, we are in Kroger. We're gonna we're gonna get two things. We're gonna get juice and pie crust. For today anyway. Really don't need to buy the pie crust, but since I'm off today, I like to cook a good meal, and I'm gonna make up some more pies to have in the freezer. Keep in mind, I have the best sweet potato pies around, and they're $15. You can inbox me at 478-235-6807. And if I have to mail it to you, it'll be an extra $5. Yeah. I need to give you some like grape juice. Ooh, that prune juice is expensive. Everything's just expensive these days. So let me see. Okay, grape juice. I think we're gonna do grape juice today since I'm a little backed up. TMI. But I can drink grape juice instead of sodas today, especially since I like grape juice. And then that should do the trick. I've already had some taking some probiotics and some prebiotics. So that with the combination of this juice, which is $3.29, I should be okay. I'm used to my Kroger on 96. This is the one on Wilson Parkway in one of Robin Georgia. They should be looking for some pie crust. Hopefully they got some nice ones because that's the only thing that I got to make sure I perfect with those sweet potato pies. Okay, $3.29.
Yeah, Mom, I love her.
Let me see, and they got the traditional and the deep dish. We're gonna do hopefully we can sell some today because I have some made up already. Hey.
Welcome, valued customer. Thank you. Place your item in the bag. Your total is 10.17. If you have coupons, press coupons. Otherwise, select your method of payment. System processing. Swipe or insert card and follow instructions on PIN pad. Remember to take your receipt. Thank you. Remove all purchased items.
Thank you, too. Thank you. All right, we got our prune juice. Gas to my car. I might put about 10 more in there because I got to go to Atlanta tomorrow. But as far as today goes, we are able to do some of the things that we want. And that is a beautiful thing. Oh, Lordy, 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 Lord, I'm so glad. Even if I know it might not be the best result, I want to face it head on. Ain't no hiding. Oh, we're going to wait to see how somebody could do all that dumb waste of time. If I see an obstacle or anything, I'm ready to tackle it. Let's see what we're going to do. Let's see what we're going to do now. Come on. You got it. You got it. Well, I didn't know how to drive it. Okay, I am through with my... That's all I had to do today, so I can go home and cook it clean. Check on my children. Yes, they are grown, but even if we're in different states, we communicate still. That's why, sometimes, you know what? I got this relative. I'm trying not to let y'all know who it is. I got this relative that will come to me saying, have you talked to Cedric? That's my son's name. Have you talked to Cedric? I'm waiting on him. I know he busy. I be like, I talk to him all the time. What you come to me talking about have I talked to Cedric? I'm waiting till he ain't busy. If I miss a child, okay, even if they're grown, and they haven't called me, and I miss them, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to either call them or go where they at. I'm not going to sit here and complain and find something negative
to make them feel guilty about. That's the dumbest parenting mood. I cannot stand that parenting technique. Even if you think a child too busy to call you, but you rather sit up and worry and aggravate me. I talk to my kids all the time, even though you might not know. Then they have a nerve to complain because they don't be knowing exactly what my daughter is at all times. She's 25 years old. She just has her own job. Only thing she might need a little help with a little family support. That's it right now. But she know how to take care of herself once she ain't got nobody but her. She know not to try to take care of other families and stuff like that. She'll be fine. But don't come to me talking about who ain't called you, and you know they number two. You just trying to be a slick bully. I want to tell him so, and then that's why I got in his face that time. And then when he called himself pointing at me, I ain't gonna ask you no more. I said, look at you being evil and mean. And see, that's the wonderful thing about I love about myself. God know every reason why I do what I do. And he know I'm that type of person that I do a self-inventory at the end of the night. So is anything that day I know I ain't do quite right, I need to look at it and try to fix it. I do that self-inventory. I'm not going to be complaining about nobody that ain't called me and I ain't even picked up the phone. Who I think I am? That's not making a child respect you. That's making a child resent you. Don't want to call. That's why they don't want to call and talk to you. And then this person uses their information against them when they do something that they quite not agree with. I can't stand that parenting technique. That's why I thank you, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. In 90 days, I will be the matriarch of my family. I will have the resources to help my family. But I can't be that being a conniving, guilt-tripping hypocrite. Okay? Want everything to go my way. No. I don't know everything. I tell my kids, I don't know everything. And guess what? You ain't got to do everything I say either. You sure don't. And I had you. And then I got the type of some of them relatives, they hate that I had a brilliant child. It's like they almost taking out on him because he my child. Yeah, and bottom line to my life is, yes, I have had some hard times. Who hasn't? But God took care of me through it all. Through it all now, he took care of me. Through it all. He took care of me. And that's what they mad at. Because I ain't did none of these people. In my last run on the street, I was known for not lying, cheating, and stealing. And I had everybody keys to their house. But yet and still, I was public enemy number one, and nothing was ever missing. Okay? To me, those was low self-esteem, low self-worth rules. And it seems like ever since, even though my mama passed, all those teachings that she taught her sisters' children, us, all those teachings are being revised now because too many people dying on my watch. And a lot of them dying for low self-worth. It might look like alcoholism, dehydration, and liver failure, but it's because nobody believed her when something bad happened to her. Everybody was so full of false pride. Don't let nobody know this happened. Don't let nobody know. And then dead now because she kept adding on to the trouble. I think a parent, that's why I say it don't matter if your parents love you or not, honey, to serve. Even if you don't believe, I know you, I'm going to believe you're going to see by love. But even if you didn't have a mom and daddy, a sister or brother, or grandma, anybody, you got him. Most of the time, there's some grandparents around somewhere. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. I thank the Lord. I thank God for Jesus because he gave me the strength and the knowledge before I got real old to put it into action. I can put my stuff into action, baby. I love it. I lived. Yes, I made 1,000 mistakes. Did some embarrassing things along the way. But guess what? I lived. And the child I raised will be the leader. The child I raised will be the effective person that will help the whole world, not just a community. The one that I raised. Public enemy number one. And for the people who will say, "Oh, we just wanted you to do good," that's a lie. That is a lie. That's a lie. Don't believe that. That be tough love. They mad. They might even be mad how God don't let you die. A lot of times that wouldn't be. They mad because God didn't let you die and go to prison before He straighten you up. They like you to be subservient and need them. But honey, no more. The time is up. Like Oprah said on the Golden Globes, your time is up. Your time is up. You had your chances to be a leader. No, we need strong leaders who tell the truth and not full of false pride. So everybody, when my mom and my grandma passed, leadership dwindled. Leadership dwindled. Leadership dwindled. Okay. So grandma passed in 2018. Mama took over for real then. Bad results. Because even the surgery that didn't get my grandma didn't get was from some of these controlling decisions. Bad results. Thank you for everything everybody did. I'm gonna say that one more time so they won't think I appreciate the money and the clothes and the cars or whatever. Thank you for the introduction to Christ. My mother gave me the best blessing introducing me to Christ. Not my daddy that I grew up with all my life. My parents that I grew up with all my life. My mother gave me the foundation I need so that way if nobody else liked to love me, the Christ that she introduced me to will be sufficient for me. But for everybody who had their chance to be the leaders or the way makers or the protectors or available. See, I'm the type of person that even if you in dire straits and I'm at work, come pull up. I'll take my break. What's up? Just stay here around me. Here, go to Pop Chef. Go here till I get off. And then we're going to go to the house together. We're going to figure some things out. That's how I'm going to be available as a matriarch. So everybody that had their chance to be a matriarch, your time is up. Go watch Oprah's Golden Globe speech. Your time is up. Your time is up. But you're gonna benefit from it now. It's just that you can't. You didn't step into your role. Somebody had to, and without a troublemaking behavior or self-conscious behavior. We need examples. Not folks that can tell you what to do and guilt you into doing. We need examples. How about just living in front of the folk? car wash. Yes, but happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. Today I choose to, if feelings of doubt and anxiety come up, I choose to say, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. I have to take advantage of these moments, honey, because sometimes my mind make me want to think other things. And I'm not gonna allow that through Christ. Because like I say, we're breeding leaders over here. I might not have no more children, but I'm gonna have some grandchildren. And I'm gonna spread all this knowledge to them. That's why I'm able to reverse a lot of the wrong teachings that my daughter endured. Because she like to think she better than somebody too. And she got one of them, she'll have an attitude too now. But I understand why. I understand. It's that this how you do it. When you run a population like that, you get them people's last name and put syndrome afterwards. Because it all to read the pattern, the diagnosis, the symptoms, and it really ain't no good results behind that syndrome. That's why it's pretty much a syndrome, though. It really ain't no good results behind it. It's something that ain't real behind it. Now, I got a few good cousins. I'm talking about good ones. Know why they good? Put it this way. First of all, let me tell you why they good. Because they act like they daddy people. They picked up a lot of their good behavior because they saw the bad behavior around them, that it wasn't effective in a positive way. But I know a family, check this out, because I'm going to keep names out of these. Like I said, you put that population last name with syndrome, okay? And that's what, even the men that are married to these people, they got the syndrome. Their last name might be something else, and the married name is their name, but that maiden name is where the syndrome come in at. It's too much evidence. I could actually write this stuff down, including my times in the street. I'll add all of that in there. I'll even add streets and people and how we was in the alley. You want me to add that in too? I'll add that in so you can be satisfied. I like to go ahead and get that out of the way so we can get some results. See, I'm getting results behind mine. I'm getting help for mine. I constantly doing something that's going to enhance, or if I am in a negative space, I can produce happy ways, grateful ways. That's really all you got to do is be grateful. But the people in that family, they ain't all bad now. But the decent qualities that are in them, they got from their dad. Even their mother is not that last name. Their mother took on qualities of another side. Put this way, their mother took on the good qualities of her mother's side. But that syndrome that the name got come from an egotistical person that had that last name. And I can understand if everybody came from the field and outperformed, and then somebody got a good job, and then all of us ain't positive with money. We'll think we better than somebody. And that's what messed a lot of us up. We think we better than folks when stuff gonna get put down. Let me share this to Facebook real quick. But yeah. Trust me. I don't hate these folks. It's just that they're not going to make me feel bad about adopting other effective philosophies, okay? And the thing about it, too much evidence supports my claims. Like I said, I can really write all this down. But if you didn't want to see what I wrote down, all you got to do is see how each of our kids act. How about that? Let's just do it like that. Let's see how everybody kids act. Because of mama's spirituality, though, that's what saved me. I ain't going to tell you no lie. So I give my mama credit for that. But see, I understand now why she was deep into the Pentecostal church back then, too. Because the demons that she may have been around, she had no choice. It's just that we were little. We ain't know folk was low down. I was 19 years old before I thought anybody in my family would do me wrong. 19 years old. That's a long time to live thinking somebody in your family. But because I was up under an illusion. I was trusting the wrong people. Things that went on. Cause see, I'm gonna let you know, it ain't just a man that'll feel on you. Okay? It's not just know that. I accepted that when I was in therapy some years back, and it transformed my whole recovery process. It ain't just the sneaky alcoholic man or the perverted man that'll feel on you. It could be a woman too, and it could be a relative. I'm here to let you know, because you know what? For years, I wouldn't acknowledge nothing like that because, hey, this is my family. Hey, nobody don't need, I was so dedicated to my family like that, which they forgot all about when I went through my last year. Some of them anyway. Because I'm going to tell you about my best. Like I said, I got some good cousins too now. They know who they are, and they are the best. And they are real and honest. And I love them. And this ain't got nothing to do with them really. Because, like I say, a lot of that is from their dad's side. But you have to remember these things. You have to acknowledge these things. Because until you do, you won't move forward in your mind. And the main reason why they want people to be clean and sober when they're getting better in life, which everybody got their own process, is because you can't be sloppy drunk trying to work through feelings in a correct way. That's the only reason why. Everybody ain't capable. Some of them have to be strict guidance. And since the strict guide work, that's the way out. That's the true way out. The true and honest, if you ever get scraped to the ground, especially, or just want to make a change, I can tell you how to do it. Comment down below. I'm telling you, everybody is individualistic now. So what worked for some folk might not work for you, and what worked for you might not work for some folk. But if you keep the basic principles, in my case, I just try my best not to lie, cheat, and steal to Christ, and love Him for the rest of my life, and thank Him for the rest of my life. That's all my life is supposed to be about. Whatever He want me to do, I'll do. I keep it simple, and you'll know when He talking to you, because you won't have a shadow of doubt. If anything, you'll be excited. You'll know. You will know, and that don't automatically mean God gonna punish you. See, all these are human stuff that's going on. You have your own relationship. I don't care if you went to church up under a tree and y'all had 7 members, make it 8. And we're gonna hold each other accountable. If I'm a married woman and you my friend, you need to be telling me if I'm doing something that quite ain't right for my marriage. You need to be the friend to be like, now you know you wrong. I ain't gonna never get beat with you on that. A true friend, and that even mean if you my pastor. That don't mean I hate you. That don't mean God ain't working. But I'm gonna be like, I ain't with that now. Instead of looking in my face just because I might have a crush. Some of these folks, they have too many crushes at church. How about have some self-esteem, even if your dad at work all the time, And even if your mama don't like you, still have enough self. Even if you're playing in church, you're gonna keep hearing about love, forgiveness, and all that. Even if you playing jacks in the back room, you're gonna be some kind of way. You're gonna know God love you. It's just that whatever be going on at home and those be bad behaviors that people try to hide, we all got them. But you know what? I am willing to do whatever God wants me to do. Wherever He wants. I just asked Him, I don't want to be on the streets. No, one day I said, Lord, I want to do something else. And here I am today on YouTube. Because somebody might need to know, hey, you ain't got to put up with no mess. You can set boundaries. And you know what? Ain't nobody trying to die until it's time. But when you set boundaries, you're willing to risk it all. Because either risk it all and your boundary is set, or live the rest of your life with some kind of strain on it. No. Especially when you pass 50, shoot, past 40. At this point, you be like, wait a minute, I ain't finna live the rest of my life with strains and strings and all that in my life. And you don't have to be aggressive or nothing. And when you hear my voice, it's passion, because I'm gonna let people know. See, nobody, I've seen the pretty dresses and how to dress. I got that down pat. I really got my own style. It's just when I'm in public, I just be plain Jane. Right now, I'm incognito, okay? And even then, I'm not gonna be so obvious, and white people think we all look alike anyway. But you got to own your existence. You have to own it. Why not? And whoever don't like it, it's something going on with them. It's something inside of them that they need to deal with. Anytime I get an attitude about somebody's behavior or something, it's because it's some kind of behavior that I am doing. I'm backing up off of. Is that a ladybug or? Wait a minute. Let me see what that is, because I don't want no ticks up in here. I need to go on Amazon. Ooh, that sure looks like a tig too. I'm gonna get this one a body builder. Okay, we're gonna get it out of here. Honey, I had a tick one time. My cousin had to pull with her leg propped up on something to pull that tick. And then I think it was a leg or something left in there. So I had to get treatment because it would flare up and show this and see. My name ain't Elyse. Oh, I ain't even playing with that. But see, they ain't trying to, oh, you know what? The flower probably had it on there. Oh, I got to make sure. Ooh, let me hurry up and get these flowers and spread them out and get it in their faces because I can't have no bugs and stuff. No. And my kids be like, why you act so funny? Because I done been around some enough filth in my life where I don't have to put up with it no more. I do not like no bugs of any kind. The black bumblebees all right. And even you can get rid of roaches. Cockroaches, you can get them out your way. But mites, bed bugs, millions of roaches in front of you, unsanitary conditions. Trap houses that will really have no electricity. It's just empty rooms, just for a property to do whatever you need to do to make some money. And I think, this is my opinion now, I think the term trap house may have derived from the fact that me experiencing it myself for years at a time at some certain points, it will trap you. It will make you, everybody show up, everything. It gonna trap whatever going on, it's gonna trap you. Whether it's you making money, whether it's just somewhere you can come and just, be illegally explicit, but it traps you. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and say everybody was crying every day and boo-hoo, my life is the problem. We thought we had it going on. That's what I tell my son all the time. That was my problem was. I thought I had it going on. I thought I was cool. But come to find out, I was fatally hip and terminally cool. If you know, you know. Fatally hip, fatally. But I said, let me get on. I got to start. I keep saying, I'm going to start my lives. But see, that's where you get your subs, your watch hours, all of that. That's how you get them. If you consistently go on live. And then people that follow you, I need to follow my own advice, I must admit. And people that follow you, like I'm doing on the go, I've been shopping and stuff. I ain't put y'all down. Did I put y'all down? No, I took y'all in the store with me. Everything. So ain't no excuse. If I want some sponsorship. If I want some sponsorships, like I claim. If I want some sponsorships, I better start going live and consistently. I better start. Oh, my sister Mike. Ooh. Thank you, Jesus, because I know my sister's starting a new job. I think it might have been today. I am so glad because, see, like I said, when you're trying to make changes, this is for me and anybody that want to accept it. When you're trying to make changes, you need to at least have something, one thing at least, positive to do during that day, and you'll make it. And see, my therapist know to give me a little light. It's a little light anxiety for anxiety sleep aid. It don't crash down like Tylenol PM and everything. So that makes me, and then I've been doing this since 2020 though. But one thing it guarantees, and if I do something positive today, I'll win my day. And if I make it to 8 p.m. and something good to watch on TV and a healthy snack, it could be a bad snack, but I'm just gonna say healthy. Healthy snack, and I take that medicine. 30 minutes later, I'm gone for the night, and it don't crash on you. It's like you float on to sleep, and it crash on you It don't crash on you. You'll wake up good the next morning. You ain't groggy, this or that. You ain't, you know. But that's just me. That's why I say every individual's help, the way they handle their stuff is different. Don't think it is a main standard. We love Christ, but you love something bigger than you, you'll be all right. Bigger, loving, and caring, and bigger than you. So I'm finna get off the live. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for just being interested in the things that are on my channel right now, because we got some really good stuff coming our way, and I don't want y'all to miss it. And go back and watch my football visit videos. We had some great football visits before my son decided to commit to the University of North Texas, where he's already showing so much greatness at this school, because his name is Cedric Roberts. And me and my daughter, we love and support him. And my daughter, she's a strong black woman, and that's all I can ask for. You know, I don't care where you work, or I tell my kids, I don't care where you work or go to school. But don't be full of false pride and thinking you're better than somebody and something. You don't be lying if you can help it. I know young folk, they got to get where I'm at. But honey, I mean it, because I'm like, what you gonna do? I tell my friends, that anybody in your life make you think you scared and you think you want to lie, but you really don't want to lie, just point to them. That don't mean I'm gonna do nothing now. I just want to see what this person looks like, and then we'll come back and talk to you, and then we'll go from there. I want to see this person. I want to witness a person that what they put down. I want to see, just point to them. You know, curious about that, because I know too many people dying because they have to lie. And we ain't with it on this channel. So like, share, and subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so you can know every time I post a video, go live, or post a photo. Remember, my niche over here are viral YouTube shorts. So you can go back and do my replay on that, because I have a video, a short YouTube short that I remixed that almost hit 2 million views. So obviously I know how to remix some shorts. And I have some other good ones too. So just make sure you check all that stuff out. And also check out my channel, Queen Elyse, which is my main channel. Like, share, and subscribe over there too. And hit the post notification bell so you can know every time I post a video, go live, or post a photo. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.